Big fatty girls, boys, and my non-binary babes, welcome back to Antics with Ash. I have my girl here today. I don't think you realise how far me and this bitch go back. It is my girl, Nife. Baby!
Hello!
And I pronounced it right.
Yes. Period, that part. Yes, you did.
We just had a conversation about why is it so hard for people to pronounce cultured names?
Honestly, I think they can't be asked.
Yeah.
People are just lazy these days. They just don't want to try and say it right. Let me practice how to say this. They're like,
yes.
Whichever way it comes out my mouth, that's what I'm going to say. And
do you know what it is? I find it so insulting when people do that to other people if I see it happening.
Yeah.
That I'm like, oh my God, no. If I have to sit here and literally just be like, Nife, until I get it right, then that's what I'm going to do. Because that's your name.
Same.
Yeah.
It's respect. I feel like it's just respect.
It's that.
Right?
It's a respect thing. I agree.
Hey.
Anyway, we have so much to unpack. First of all, okay, we're going to get it out the way.
Okay, let's go.
Sidemen Inside.
Mm-hmm.
What on earth made you want to do that?
Honestly, ask me again, because I have no idea.
Really?
It was just one of these things where, like, the opportunity presented itself. Mm-hmm. I'm like a dancer, of course.
Yes.
Not everyone, as the internet likes to, remind me. Just most people that do know me.
What do you mean? The internet is saying that you're not a dancer?
Oh my God, no, not even that. But when it got
announced, who is this?
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
I got that as well on Locked In.
Really?
Yeah, people were like, who are you?
Really?
I was like, oh, bro, you're about to find out.
Period. Well, I wouldn't expect that. I feel like your face is everywhere.
No.
Wow.
Especially in YouTube world, though. I'm not in YouTube world. So I think it's that.
It's
a whole different beast.
It is that. It is that. So, what was I saying before that? Remind me, what was I saying?
So, why on earth did you go? You were a dancer.
I'm a dancer. Like, my personality is not really out there. So even if you have seen me, maybe you don't know it's me, because it's just like, okay, a girl that's dancing with blue hair, whatever. Unless you're like a core fan, you just wouldn't know. So I was like, you know what? I've been trying to like get myself out there, do things that are outside of my comfort zone. Like, this is the perfect opportunity. And also, I'm never going to know how that side of the UK take me if I don't go on a platform to see.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I was like, let me just see, because I've seen other girls go on shows and I don't think they get received well. And I was like, you know what, I'm never going to know if I don't try it for myself. So, Yeah, do
you know what? It's interesting that you say that, because I'm like, okay, let's unpack that.
Yeah.
Because when you're like, I see girls go on shows, it's the elephant in the room.
It's the elephant in the room.
Black girls going on shows.
Yep.
And I just feel like, they're just often not received well.
Yeah.
But it's all over media though. It's like
I know.
Love Island, it's all of them shows. Like, and it's so weird to me, and it's a really hard like topic. It's always spoken about when people are like, people will always be like, it will get announced that a black girl's going on a show, and all the comments will be like, sis, careful, man.
Yes.
Like, protect your integrity and your well-being.
Yes.
It's like, oh my God, like, why is that the case?
I think it's a mixture of misunderstanding, like how maybe a black girl will express something as opposed to maybe what the norm is. Like, let's be real, we're 4% of the country, black people, so we're not crazy.
Is that the stat?
I think so, it's about 4%. So we're very
she
much
came in with facts and figures. I'm so proud of you.
Listen.
That's lit.
Yeah, I think so. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. But
right, but but even if it's like, that's the ballpark, that's a small amount.
But we are big influencers in the country, right? Like, we influence pop culture, all of this stuff. So it's kind of a weird one. It's like a minority influencing a majority. So just because they like the art that we produce doesn't mean they understand the people that are producing the art, right? So, like, if a black girl is saying something and you don't know the context of, like, history or maybe why she's resenting something or da-da-da-da, and it comes out a bit harsher, you're more likely to be like, oh, my God, why is she... You just want to judge quicker, right? So I just feel like it's a mix of that. And then it's also just a mix of, like, just personality. Again, everyone is different, so not every black girl is the same. We're not a monolith. Like, we're all very different.
Yes. So retweet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's just a mix of all types of stuff. But the more we're here and the more that we're out there, the better. I feel like I was lucky, though, because the Sidemen are already mixed. They've got, like, an Asian guy, they've got white guys, they've got the black guys as well in there. So realistically, they're kind of representing the UK anyway.
I feel like their demographic is that. I feel like it's actually quite a mixed demographic already. So it wasn't like you were throwing yourself into the lion's den, like, completely. But did you have apprehensions before going in?
Yeah, for sure. Because I also, like, I'm very aware of the fact that I'm a black girl with blue hair as well. So it's really not like you see me every day.
Right.
But then again, I just know that, you know what, I usually get on with people, and I've lived in this country my whole life. So, like, really and truly, if you have a problem, that's on you. Because I've never had a problem living in this country. So I was born here. I'm British. So, like, I'm very British and I'm very Nigerian. Like, there's a lot of people like me out here. So I kind of didn't feel any type of way after a while.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Overall.
Yes.
How was the experience for you? Did you find it tough?
9 out of 10. It was a
9
little...
out of 10?
Yeah, 9 out of 10.
What, 9 out of 10 toughness?
No.
9 out of 10
greatness.
Litness. Okay,
exactly.
Okay, fine.
Because it was kind of tough, but I'm not a stranger to tough situations. So I was like, okay, I can do that.
You were like, come at me. Who cares?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing was that I didn't realise I'd be outnumbered by spenders that much. I was literally the only
You were
saver.
killing me. You were like a frugal auntie.
Yes, I was that girl.
Everything was... Well, going for the wallet.
Like...
You know, like, what's going on? Like, why is there... I saw that little clip of you and Chloe and it was killing me. It was absolutely... And Chloe's my girl, like, she is. And I know that you two get on and you two are mates as well. But it was so funny. It's just you being like, I'm just saying, like, why... And it's just Chloe doing the usual guy thing of like, what do you mean? Like, I'm like, what? I had something that I needed.
Literally,
like, what do you mean? And you were like, guys... It's a game. Like, this is the point.
Literally. I think, again, it was interesting because it would be boring if it was just people like me and Leah and Joe. Like, ew, that's boring. But at the same time, I was kind of like, what, no self-discipline? What, no, we can't hold ourselves for 2 days. Like, we got there.
Right.
An hour in, people were spending. I said, oh, so these are the people that I'm with.
Yes, yeah. This is what I'm working with.
Literally.
Did it actually frustrate you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, like, there were some clips that obviously didn't make it to the final edit where I was just, like, talking to myself, literally, in the makeup room, and I was like, Nife, you have to learn to let go. It's really not that deep. It's not that deep. It's a game.
Yeah.
If that's how they want to play it, that's how they want to play it. If I want to play it this way, this is how I want to play it. But again... I just was thinking of, you know, the 9-to-5ers out here that are watching and thinking, you guys are blowing money. And I didn't want to be that creator that was just blowing money when I know
I get that. It's also like the way you're then... I didn't even think about that, you know, like the way you're perceived to the outside world as well. It's like, damn, these, you know, it's a classic, like, these creators.
Exactly.
Oh, my God, what a nice life they have. They can't even go 2 seconds without a Fanta Light.
Exactly. Fanta Light, bro. Fanta Light.
As in, when I tell you... Castillo saying Fanta Light is my sleep paralysis demon. When I go to bed, all I hear is, I'd like a Fanta Light, please, bruv. Fanta Light. It's all I can think about.
I rate him for that, though, because he won. He won. He won. He won with that. What do you mean? Everywhere, oh, my God, everywhere I go, everywhere
it's so funny.
Fam, that guy, he has won. Any app that I open, Fanta Light.
Yeah.
Anywhere I go, I went the other day to Tesco. I was hearing kids saying that. I was like, "Rah!" Like, we've really reached that point now. I'm like,
it's going to go worldwide.
It will.
As in, the way he is going to get the maddest collab with Fanta.
He better. Fanta, come on. Like, we're all waiting for this. We're all waiting for it.
Well, I am rooting for you.
Oh my gosh.
You know when what's her face from America's Next Top Model is like, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. That's how I feel about Castillo getting that Fanta ad. Like, he needs to secure it.
Was Fanta Light always the name? Like, it's not called Fanta Light, is it?
Now, what is a Fanta Light?
Like, it's zero. So he made up Fanta Light then?
No, I don't know. I might have to Google it.
Yeah, we might need to Google that.
Because he says it with such conviction as well. It's like the only thing that ever existed was Fanta Light.
Right. Fanta Light.
Fanta Light, bro.
No, actually.
But nah, he was... How was being in the house with him?
Okay, Castillo. Let's break him down.
Yeah.
Because Castillo is a one of a kind, I would say. He is, slightly mad, but also slightly sane. Like, I don't know how he manages to balance it. Me and him had really deep chats. Like, I don't know if we were close, but if I did have a conversation with him, I really enjoyed the conversation.
Really?
I always left feeling like, oh, this was deep and meaningful.
Oh,
but
nice.
sometimes we wouldn't agree, right? There's a lot of things that he said that were out of this world, and I'm like, bro, you've lived a different life. But I would still understand that, okay, cool, that's giving me insight into who you are, right? And I clocked straight away that this guy is a massive troll. Like, he's going to do whatever he wants to do to get whatever reaction he wants to get. So it didn't really surprise you to see him doing, like, secret purchases of the Fanta Light and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
he said, I'm getting this brand deal.
Bruh.
I'm getting it.
But then I just thought, like, the spending the money in the temptation room and not saying anything and being able to hold that for a week. Like, none of us knew until it was I guess, Ed, that, like, he had taken the temptation. Not even Ed, until it was shown to us. I think there was a round where they showed us, like, what people were doing and saying behind our backs, and I was just like, Castillo? Like, I knew you were bad, but I didn't know you were that
this
bad.
bad. I didn't know you were bad. I just feel like he doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't, but I like that.
Yeah, and I kind of rate it.
Yeah.
Because I remember all the videos I used to see of Castillo pre this.
Yeah.
You know, it was all like any feminist would just be up in flames. As in, any time you hear Castillo talk, you know, he's just talking about women in the most hell way. Like, I fuck women and I do this and I do that. I don't care about them.
Oh, listen, he has stories. He was telling us stuff in the house that I was like,
and I remember I used to see those videos and go, this brother, if I ever see him out, my God, I'm going to give him the maddest evils. And then it's weird because you have sort of, like, all the clips that I'm seeing of him from this show, I'm like, I like him. Yeah. I hate it, but I like it.
Marmite, he's really Marmite.
It's that.
I think as well, like, with him, I always say this, I'd rather you show me who you are. Like, I know you're a snake or I know you're this. I can deal with you as you are.
Yes.
It's the people that I don't see your real face that I'm like, okay, I'm scared of you. Because if you're doing one thing in front of me and then another thing behind, then I'm like, oh, scary. But with him, for sure, like, he told us he wanted to make things awkward. He made it awkward. Yeah. He would tell us that we're not his friends, but true, we're not your friends. Like, there was no hiding with him.
Fine.
Really,
and sometimes, do you know what? I do rate people like that.
Exactly.
I actually rate it. I remember after Locked In, because it's the only comparison I can make, because I feel like it's kind of similar.
It is.
And I remember we had the reunion show and Danny Aaron's went to me. It was something like, it was something along the lines of, like, who are you not asked to ever speak to again? Or something like that, like one of those questions. And I remember him just being like, Ash, Shannon, someone else, boom. And I remember feeling like, raw.
Wow.
I remember thinking, raw. He's just going to say it like that. Like,
unhinged.
Boom, 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 boom. I'm called to never speak to you again. And then, do you know what I was pissed about? I was like, I'm a bit...
In your
bit upset, just a girl. Yeah. But then I went home and I, like, marinated on it for a bit. And I was like, I rate it.
Right.
I rate it. Right. I was like, you're not lying. Yeah. You're telling the truth. Great. At least I know now that there's absolutely no reason for us to chat again. Like, that's fair. If that's how you feel, I quite like people that do just say, like, that's it.
That's it.
And I'm like, all right.
Now, my thing is, though, I'm a delivery queen. Like, you can say what you're going to say, but deliver it well, because there's no need to be harsh about it.
I agree.
Especially when it's unnecessary. Like, with some of what Castillo was saying in the house, I had to speak to him and I was like, bro, it didn't need to be said like that. Right. Also, you could have considered the situation, like, Chloe had a drink. Maybe you shouldn't be talking to someone who's had a drink like they're sober, because you're not on the same level right now. And just little things like that. So for me, it's like, be who you are, but delivery is always key.
You're just such a collected queen, though. Like, I just feel like that is you all over. But I'm the same. Like, for me, it is all about the delivery. Like, the destination can be what the destination is.
Exactly.
With the journey to get there,
thank you.
There are so many ways to do it. Right. So I'm like, you don't need to just be...
Right.
But, yeah. I'll tell you who else I'm really wanting to know about.
Who?
How was it living with Angry Ginge?
I love Angry Ginge.
Okay.
Ginge, I love you.
Really?
I told him already in the house. Yeah.
Okay.
I think... I can't lie, I got warnings.
Intrigued. Yes.
Okay, no, you go.
No, I'm so intrigued by this because obviously my experience of Angry Ginge, he was actually really nice to me. His whole job, obviously, is to be angry. Exactly. Okay, I get it. Exactly. So that's his whole shtick. So he comes in and he's meant to just L you and like... on the ground, okay? I get it. And I remember on Locked In, I was like, I thought, do you know what? I don't have it in me to take the hit. Yes. I'm just not going to say anything to him. I just sat there the whole time like this.
Smart girl.
And
smart queen.
I went, you can't say anything to somebody who isn't piping up.
Exactly.
I'm just not going to pipe up. So I was just like this. All cute. He just didn't say a thing to me. So I've noticed that he likes to thrive off people who give it back and back chat.
Yes.
And I'm just not a confrontation person at all.
Yeah.
But I have always wondered, like, what is his demeanour when he's off the clock?
Good question.
Because I'm like, if your whole job is based on being angry and being a dick to people.
Literally.
Like, what are you like when you clock off?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I think Angry Ginge, think about it like this. He's like that uncle, grandpa kind of vibe.
Okay.
So he's grumpy, but it's not necessarily seriously grumpy. It's like, oh, chill out. Do you know what I mean?
Like whatever.
Yeah, but like he genuinely, I think if he knows that you're a nice person, he won't. So maybe he sensed that you're a really nice person, so he just left you alone.
He was like, he
left me alone. Unless I asked for it, he just kind of left me alone. And he did troll me a little bit. Like, he was doing spending, and then coming to me like, Nife, guess what? They did this. And I fell for it, I'm not gonna lie. But again, I just loved his persona. He's 22, bro. Like, he's so mature.
He's not.
He's 22. The guy is 22. Exactly.
Angry Ginge is not 22.
He's 22. He's 22. He's a young guy in an old man's body. For real. He's 22.
Oh,
or the other way around.
God, that has absolutely sent me into orbit. I can't believe that. 22?
Yep, old man in a young man's body.
Oh, my God. Yep. Oh, do you know what? Good for him.
Yeah.
22. He's absolutely killing it. Fair.
No, what do you mean say that age wrong? I think he is. I think he definitely is.
That's basically, he's young.
He's young.
I thought he was like 28, 29, genuinely.
Yeah, he gives you those vibes, yeah.
That's mad.
And I think he was so smart. He's actually quite considerate and quite caring deep down. But yeah, he can be angry and he will say it like it is as well. He's someone that, he said to me, Nife, listen, the audience is going to think you're boring, but you're amazing. I think you're amazing. I said, great, thank you.
Again, see, kind of rate it. I'm like, okay.
Literally.
Because also that delivery is nice because, well, you know, it needs some work. It could have some tweaking, but the main point of it was, I think you're an amazing person, so fuck what everyone else thinks.
Exactly. No,
interesting. If you had to tell me your favourite and least favourite person on Sidemen, go.
Oh, Sidemen. Ooh.
No, not on Sidemen. On Sidemen Inside.
Inside. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Favourite and least favourite. Oh. My favourite was Leah Holton.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay. Oh, she's a babe.
Yes.
And a frugal baddie.
Exactly.
She's not trying to spend, so I guess I get why you two are besties.
Exactly.
Okay.
She left way too early. Justice for Leah. And then my least. I don't have any least favourites. I actually liked everybody.
You are just that babe.
Oh, thanks.
You are just that babe.
Thanks.
So you can be allowed to have none.
Yeah, thanks.
I think that's okay.
I love that. Thank you for protecting me.
Yeah, baby. I got you. I'm not here to throw you in the mud.
Literally.
What I do need to know is,
don't ask me. I don't even want to hear it. The F word is banned.
Are you feeling Fanum or not?
F word is banned. It is banned. We don't talk about him no more.
We have to.
No, not in the way that everyone I think thinks.
Okay.
Like, listen, maybe you're like me, right?
Go on.
We're cool. We got on a basis of like family, culture, all of this stuff. You talk about a lot of things in that house, right? Now, I've been to the Dominican Republic before. He's Dominican. He just came back from Nigeria and Ghana not too long ago. I'm Nigerian and Ghanaian. So the first thing that was, right, and he was like, oh, I love Nigeria, I love Ghana. I was like, oh, great, I love the Dominican Republic,
And all of a sudden, everyone's like, you two are lip sync.
Right,
okay.
And obviously, we had spoken about, like, me, I've learnt the bachata before, but I knew that I didn't do it right. So when I was having conversations like, you're going to teach me in this house because, like, we're here for 7 days. So there was a moment where we high-five, and then it gets into me saying, oh, you need to teach me this. That clip.
For God's sake.
Clipped and shipped everywhere.
And everyone's like, love is in the air.
Right. Honestly, even the producers, I feel like they definitely was like, oh, we got our Danny and Tennessee in the season.
Yeah, that is what they thought. Do you know what? That would have been beautiful, though.
You know what? Listen,
Also,
he's cute.
Does he have a girlfriend?
No, he lied. He said on stream that like he just wanted people off his back. Like it was getting a lot.
Okay,
like,
fine.
Everyone was instigating, but it was
just
cute.
wanted to stop the speculation because it's annoying.
And I can't lie, I'm bad because I be flirting anyway. So like when everyone was like, "Oh my God," I was like, hey, "This is fun to play." Yeah. But realistically,
I think if you're a naturally flirty person as well, which you are, I am. I feel like we're very similar like that.
Why are we like this?
Oh, because it's fun. It's so fun. Like, I don't want to not be flirty ever.
Oh, but then sometimes I'm not even doing it on purpose. I'm just like smiling and someone's like, oh my God, she's flirting. And I'm like, I'm being nice.
I'm just cute.
Like,
that's my fault.
Not my fault at all.
Okay, fine. At least we cleared that up.
Yeah.
But at one point, you said...
Uh-oh.
I'm actually going to...
Don't read the quote, sis.
No. I quoted it myself.
Oh, damn.
You said, you know I like a little thickum.
Oh, yeah, no, I do.
Explain thickum.
Thickums is like, you're thick. You've got
As
some
in,
weight
you
on
want
you.
like some meat. Mm-hmm. Are we talking like muscle meat on a man, or like you don't mind a dad bod?
I don't mind it. I don't mind a dad bod.
Really?
Yeah. But I think it's just, maybe I have a thing for natural bodies, so whichever way it comes, I'm like, you know what? And I can't lie, I've done the muscle situation before, and it's cool, but like it's usually compensating for something else, and it's just a bit annoying. So
She said what she said.
Said what I said, honestly. And honestly, like, I'm a fit person myself, so I don't mind a fit person.
Yeah.
Like, I like that too. I have different types. I feel like thickums, yes, that's one.
I get it.
The eye roll, damn. And then, and then tall, dark, and handsome. Like actually dark and actually handsome.
Yeah, literally. Not just brown hair.
Not just brown hair. Like, I love that too. But then I'm honestly just a personality babe. Like, I don't really actually have a specific type. I just know that there's a few that I've definitely lent towards in the past. But like, if your personality bangs,
then you're like, I'm in.
Exactly.
I'm in. Thickums or not thickums.
Thickums or not, exactly.
Do you know what? I've never had a thickums man.
Sis?
No.
Really?
No.
Is it not common? I thought a lot of girls are like me. No?
No, do you know what? No, I've spoken to a lot of girls. Okay. But I'm not really, do you know what? Okay. I'm not even, I wouldn't say I'm not really annoying with it. I'm not like, you must be like to be honest, big gym men is actually a little bit too much for me.
Yeah, same.
Because one, I'm like, you have got no hips, no rhythm, no nothing. It's just moving like this.
Robots.
Like a cardboard box.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need you, that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need you to be able to wind your waist with me in the club and have a bit of range of motion. When they're just doing this, I'm like, no, it's not fun anymore.
And it's just not even cute to hug. Like, there's no softness, there's no cuddle, there's no nothing. Like,
but I do like a little bit of definition.
Okay.
Just a little bit of definition here.
just like,
if I can play it like a little fiddle on there.
I hear you. I
like
hear you.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like that suits you. I don't know why. I feel like that suits you. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense for Ash.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, period. Okay, enough of Sidemen.
Thank you.
Inside. Actually, no, one last question.
Oh.
Would you do an All-Stars?
Yes.
Really?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay, let.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know if they would call me for an All-Stars, but 100%.
I think they should.
They better.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Were you surprised at the winner, actually?
Yeah.
At the winners.
Yeah, I was. But then, I mean, I heard it was a game of chance. So it was like, okay, at that point, then it's anyone.
Because the internet were going into disarray a little bit about that. And I was like, oh, my girls, obviously,
bless them.
I mean, I just love Chloe with all my heart. So, and Manrika, I actually don't know, but know from...
She's cool.
From being online, but don't know her personally. And I saw everyone being like, why are these two the winners? This, that, and the other. And I was like, guys...
Honestly.
We're here now. It's not that deep. Like, just embrace it.
I honestly think it was too much as well, especially like with Manrika's situation. I feel like the internet did way too much. Like, nobody is perfect. Even the people that are judging her, no one is perfect. Even Chloe, like, guys, let them be. At least they were themselves and they showed themselves and they were vulnerable. Like, it's cool. So when everyone was getting onto them for winning, I was just like, this is really not the vibe. Like, the game was a game of chance. There was a game plan that you could have gone with, but obviously the ones that did, we lost. So we clearly weren't playing it right. They won, and they won by chance. And I honestly think the two best girls were left to do the split or steal, because if it was anyone else, it definitely would have been a bit of a techie situation. But those two were always going to split.
Yeah, they were always going to.
Yeah, it makes sense.
None of them are bad mind or shady. There was no way that was going to go any other way.
Exactly.
Okay, now we're finished with that. Let's go on to you.
Yes.
So, what have you been up to recently? Because there's been so much going on. As in, like, your come up has been crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's been so nice to watch. And for those of you that don't know, we know each other from years ago.
Like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah. Should we talk about it?
We should talk about it.
Guys, back in the day, I'm not gonna lie, I was the video vixen.
I was waiting for you to say it,
bro. As in, and I'm not even proud of it.
Really?
No, as in, like, it was a fun time.
Okay,
and, like, don't get me wrong, but like, It was a bit much.
Yeah,
I was just moving in every video.
Yes, sis,
and
you
I
were
was like, and it was a little bit like, do you know what? She needs to chill out.
Same though.
Yeah.
Same,
As in,
though,
no,
same.
you literally were as well.
Same.
We used to be in every UK artist's video.
UK, non-UK, if you flew here to do a video, we there.
We would be in it.
Yeah.
And is that when we met each other on Notes' shoot?
I think so. I feel like, yeah, definitely, for sure, actually. Yeah, because I remember thinking, oh, she's really cute. Like,
yes.
she's really nice.
And then we had a cute little day together.
Yes, we did. We were pretending to be MMA fighters or something. Do you remember? I had to throw you over my shoulder and stuff.
Oh my God. You know, yeah, that was hilarious. So,
they oiled your body up and I had to rub your body. You remember for that?
Well, we're going to have to insert the clip here.
We will.
Guys, if you remember that tune, sit back down.
What do you mean?
Hey,
sit back down, what do you mean?
That's me and Nife in that video, and it is the funniest thing. Yeah. They said to us, we were like, so what are we doing? They were like, you're boxing each other. I thought, shit, what? As in, it was no skill, just vibe. And then they said, then we're going to oil Ash up, and we just want you to be rubbing on her.
Yeah.
And we were like, nice to meet you.
Literally. Oh my God. And there's literally like, what, 5, 6 men like just staring as you're doing it, and we're just like, oh, okay, this is great.
Oh my God.
Cool.
You know what? I will say that was one of the worst things I used to... I think that time of my life was so character building and really... just like really built my confidence up. Because think about the situations that we used to get put into.
It's true.
You'd get booked on a job, right? And like... You wouldn't know anyone on set.
Yeah.
You're meeting everybody for the first time.
So true.
Sometimes it was... I used to get to certain shoots and it would be like a drill video.
Oh my God, I can imagine, especially for you as well, sis. And you're a cute babe. Like, I can imagine how intimidating that is.
And I'm getting there and it's 30 mandem and we're just in the ends.
Yeah.
And they're all posed up like this with their XL bully dogs like that, ready for the video. And like, you just have to be calm with it. You have to go in on such confidence, because if you at all are like, hello everyone, then you've just lost already.
I was a bit like that. I was a bit like, but to be fair, I think we did kind of different stuff on videos most of the time. So you had to be very confident, and I rated how confident you would be. You'd be in the room and be like, yeah, I don't care. This is me. Don't cross my boundary. Like, you were very in control of your space and your boundaries. I was a bit more like quieter. Like, I'd feel the room a bit. I'd like maybe make a friend with the producer or the sound tech guy or something, and then like, you know, slowly start to make my way around the room. But then
also, I feel like your voice was in your dancing.
True.
Because you knew, you were like, when I'm about to bust a 5, 6, 7, 8, I ain't going to be quiet.
Exactly.
So like, I feel like it was that.
Yeah.
Whereas I just come in and think, well, let me bust jokes, and then you lot are not going to realise that I'm low-key in a tiny dress with my ass out, and that's my role in this video.
But low-key, I feel like you guys got better treatment than us dancers, you know. I mean, you were a dancer too, you did both, so you might have had the best of both worlds.
True.
But like, when you were doing up Video Girl and Video Vixen, you guys got treated way better than us dancers.
Actually, no, I used to see that a lot.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. And do you know what? That annoys me.
Same.
Because I know that is just a thing of that classic men wanting to move to whoever the models are. Exactly. And it's just like, oh, come on.
Yeah, literally.
I remember I used to get to some shoots and I used to say to them, like, so what's the you know, us thinking about it really deeply as artists, right? I was like, I really care. And I was like, so what's the concept of this music video? Like, what mood do you want to portray?
What kind of character do you want me to embody right
what
now?
Emotion do you want me to convey?
Crazy.
They'd look me just dead in the eyes and be like, I don't know, like, look sexy.
Yeah, literally.
And I just, oh man, I went, you don't care.
Yeah,
you don't care about your art. You don't care about any of this. I was like, why don't you care?
No. I feel like we did that to make ourselves feel better. Like, we did. For a serious job and not just to look good.
Yeah, we did. But how did you find that come up? Because I remember, did it all blow up on TikTok for you?
Do you know what? No. I will say TikTok was the biggest blow up, because I've had different ones at different periods of my life. But honestly, I've been around for a long time. So, Afrobeats. Woo!
Yeah.
Big Afrobeats. I started... I started when Instagram just started doing those 15-second videos. I would just do freestyles, post them.
Right.
And then, like, some platforms started popping up, like, just celebrating the growth of, like, Afrobeats, because we had the Davidos and the Wizkids and all of them starting to pop up. This is before they were, like, big time as they are now, right?
That's mad.
It's crazy.
Because now it feels like that's all anyone listens to.
Honestly.
Like, it's so widely listened to now by like mainstream.
Yeah,
it's
Burna
so
Boy's
weird.
on every remix.
Yeah, and it's so mad to think that not even that long ago, it was just coming up.
Literally, it's
God.
crazy. So obviously this is like, I'm a diasporan kid, so like my family are from Nigeria and Ghana, but I grew up in the UK. So like we're seeing like dance moves and songs coming from there. We're enjoying it here. And obviously thanks to the internet, globalization, we're able to share this stuff online and like connect with other people across the pond and stuff. And we all like the same music. And we kind of knew, like I think everyone that was in the industry at the time knew that it was something special, like knew that this was going to be something. Like the sound was just really new and really fresh, but it just took a minute before like the world caught on. And so I was like doing like viral dance challenges before TikTok was even a thing. So I was doing it on Instagram. Yeah, I got featured on a Clean Bandit video, Rockabye Baby. I choreographed that video from a dance challenge I did on Instagram. And that was...
That's insane.
Crazy, isn't it?
God.
It was an Afrobeats
so that was all on Insta? Okay, so this was early
This was
days.
early. I think that video has like billions of views now on YouTube as well. That's crazy. And I'm just there like, Rockabye Baby.
Yeah, I love that though.
Literally.
And did you get asked to choreograph that straight off the back of that video?
Not even. So the challenge I did was doing its thing and it was doing really well. I did the challenge to like a techno song called Pana back in the day. The lead, is she lead vocalist? The girl in the group, Grace, she did the challenge. And I hit her up like, hey, just so you know, that's my dance. Because someone was teaching her, like another girl was teaching her the dance. And she was like, oh my gosh, I love it. We've actually planned to feature it in our music video. And I was like, well, you can't do that without me. So, you know, I used that networking opportunity. I said, let me get in the video, all of this. They were happy to have me in the video. They loved the idea. And then they had me and I taught her how to do it properly. Like she did it and that became the official choreo for the dance, for the song rather. And I met Sean Paul. I got to tour with them a little bit as well from that. And it was literally before anything else happened. And that was like uni. I was in uni. I had 5,000 followers. Like, it wasn't even...
That is so sick. Was everyone, like, around you being like, this is major?
Yeah.
Like, do you realise how mad this is?
Yeah. And back then, like, having 5K followers was crazy.
Yes.
It was.
Yes.
So they're like, oh my God, this is mad. Like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then I would just keep doing little dance challenges. I did tutorials. I started doing YouTube tutorials. Please don't go and look for them, guys. Don't go and look for them.
The tutorials are so cute. I love your tutorials.
I need to redo them. I feel like I've grown a lot since then. I need to
Do you think?
Them. Yeah, and I do them way better.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but also, you're in your stride now.
Yeah.
That's like me trying to watch me doing anything from 5 years ago. I don't want to see it. I'm blind. Yeah.
But yeah,
it's just growth, if anything.
True, you're right.
Growth.
You're right. So I would teach Guara Guara. We would have even... Level Up. Do you remember that challenge?
Oh my God,
Sierra?
yes.
I would teach anything and everything that was trending.
Yes.
Obviously, my heart was in Afrobeats, but I would teach other things too.
Yeah.
And they would do their thing. And then, that was another boost because those would have millions of views. And then eventually, I was just making content in between. Lockdown happened. My manager had been telling me to get on TikTok, and I was like, I don't know what this app is. Like, you keep telling me about it. Like, this is a lot.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
You know what I said? I said... I'm not being funny. That app's really, really embarrassing. It's for kids, and I'm not going to get involved.
Look at where we are today.
I would not have this set or this podcast if it wasn't for TikTok. So, thank you.
Literally.
It's mad, isn't it?
TikTok started, and like when it started, obviously, you know, as a dancer, it was very cringe for a dancer to be on there. It was like, what the heck? You're a professional dancer. What are you doing on TikTok? This is a very UK thing.
I was going to ask you about this.
Go ahead.
Yeah, UK is bad vibes with this.
Oh, so bad
really, really annoys me because I was really interested to ask you that it's so annoying, the stigma of there are TikTok dancers and there are real dancers, right?
Annoying.
And it's like, no, I think people don't realise most people that I know, not even just dancers on TikTok, most people that are just on TikTok, period, are performers and have come from a performing background. Like, half of these people that are even just chatting shit, like, are all performers. And I think people don't realise that we're just utilising a different space and doing it slightly differently to work on that app.
Exactly.
But we are still from that background.
Exactly.
Like, a lot of us have trained, have worked super hard to be here, blah, blah, blah. So it's so funny to me when people are like, they really, really downplay anyone that has followers that dances on TikTok. And it is just annoying because it's like, and I get it, you're not maybe doing the most... complex dances on TikTok.
Not anymore, but I did once upon a time. We all did once upon a time, but not anymore. Yeah.
Right, but also like sometimes that's just not what people want to see.
Thank you. And sometimes it's okay to not want to do that. You don't have to pass all these different levels to be certified by a made-up person.
Right.
Like, no, this is an art form, and it comes in very, very many forms. So this is the lane I've chosen. I always liken it to like, you see, you've got the really soul, authentic R&B singers, and then you've got the pop R&B singers. You need both of them to push a genre, right?
Yes.
So you're going to need your pop dancers, and you're going to need your authentic dancers. So just let everybody do their thing in peace. Do their thing. Let every performer do their thing in peace. Let them use all the platforms available to them, and, you know, it grows the whole thing as a whole. But yeah, no, I think I had that from even Instagram. Like, before TikTok, it was an Instagram dancer thing that they had in the UK. Like, oh, you're an Insta dancer. And I used to be like...
And you're just like, no, that's only because you're here now.
Exactly.
I'm only an Insta dancer now because now I'm just putting it on Insta. I've been a dancer. Like, go away. It's so annoying. Oh my God, performing. I get it.
But yeah, like, I think when lockdown happened, I was like straight on it. I was actually doing a job, actually. I was doing the Brits, funny enough, at the time when I was really getting into TikTok. So I was trying to get all the other dancers to do TikToks with me, and it was super fun. And then I made like a dance challenge like 2 days after a breakup. And that went viral. And I was like, yes.
Yeah. That's the ultimate revenge.
Literally.
Like, you are about to see me everywhere.
Literally, I was so gassed.
That is joke.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, literally.
So then I did that. That went viral. But it went viral in like, I think it was like Colombia or something. It was somewhere random.
Right.
Yeah, it was like a Don't Rush remix. And it was just like viral in like Spanish
That is the thing about anything that's an art form like dancing, like this, like that. It's so mad how far it transcends.
No, for real.
Like, you got, like, where even is your demographic? Is it just like everywhere?
Yeah, my biggest one is US, funny enough.
Really?
Yeah, because
interesting.
In fact, that challenge I was talking about, Don't Rush, that went viral firstly, like, in some random countries. But then because it was big enough, it just started to cross over. And then Jessica Alba did it with Zac Efron. And then I was like,
I remember this.
Yep.
Oh my God, yes.
And I was like, oh my gosh. And then there's so many other people did it. I just can't remember everyone. I just remember that one being a massive moment for me because I was a High School Musical fanatic
really?
when I was younger. Yeah, so I was like, this is crazy.
As in Zac Efron doing your own dancey dance, you must have been like surely not, I've made it.
Right, and it's Afrobeats move. So I'm thinking, oh wait, so I taught them how to do Afrobeats?
Yeah.
Like, they're doing all of this, they're doing Aguero, everything. And I was like, oh, that was me.
Also, like, is that not such a nice moment for you, even culture-wise?
Yeah.
Because I think for you, it's so nice that you incorporate your culture into your art, into what you do. Is that like really important for you to have at the forefront of what you do?
That's a good question. Yes, because I think when you're a diasporan, you're like very much where you're from. I'm very much British, but I'm also very much Nigerian and Ghanaian. So for me, it's like having the mix of both is so important. Like even the dance challenges that went viral, they weren't, I wouldn't say like authentically Afrobeats, but they were music that like, it was music that sounded familiar, moves that were a bit foreign, but kind of was palatable enough because that's kind of like what we are when we live abroad. You're kind of like a bit of both. So that's kind of my dance.
It's like a watered down version, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not going to give you all the footwork, but I'm going to give you enough that it's palatable and that you can try at home and actually get into it and get excited about this culture.
And also know where it's from. Because for me, I'm heavy on know where it's from because I see a lot of like things just flying without any like acknowledgement or you don't have to do a crazy like announcement, but just no knowledge of where it's even like started, even if you don't pay homage all the time. Just knowing where it comes from is a big thing. Like we all know bachata and salsa comes from a Spanish-speaking region at least, right? I want everyone to know that Afrobeats comes from, you know, West Africa, Amapiano is from South Africa. Like all these genres come from different places, and it just need the basics known. And
yeah. Just put some respect on it.
Just a little bit. Just, you know,
So then, how did that transcend all of this kind of stuff into what you're doing now?
Crazy. I wish I knew.
No. Same. I was going to say, do you know what? It's actually the blind leading the blind because I never know what I'm doing. Like when people say to me, people often say to me, like, what's your 5-year plan? And I think they expect me to be a babe that, like, knows it.
Yes.
And don't get me wrong, I feel like to be in this industry, you do have to be quite ambitious.
Of course,
like, all of us are quite big dreamers. Because to even get here in the first place or think that anyone would care about our videos or anything, you have to have, I think, ambition and a level of delulu.
Yeah. A high level of delulu.
A high level of delulu. It's true. And I think you need to just be like, do you know what?
Yeah.
People are going to give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it and I'm going to keep doing it
Yeah.
and whatever. And when people ask me that 5-year plan thing, I'm always like, oh, do you know what? I actually don't know. There are certain pillars and things that I'd like to get to.
Yes.
Obviously, but it's not as clear cut as like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. Because do you feel the same in that this industry, it just takes you on so many... you probably never envisioned yourself doing anything like Inside as a show.
Exactly.
And then now you're doing that, it might open doors to completely other avenues for you that you weren't necessarily thinking about. But now you're like, oh, I'm going to try this.
Yeah.
I might like this.
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? Do you feel like it's kind of that? You're just feeling out what you like?
I just feel like when people ask me that, I'm like, the opportunities we have now, 5 years ago, we would have never thought we could do.
Yeah.
So I can't now predict what availability is going to be around in 5 years' time. And I've always said to people, like, I'm going to go where God leads me. Obviously, I believe in God. Hallelujah. Amen. So I just kind of go with what my talents are and what I enjoy. So for me, for example, reality TV, I've always been a fan of reality TV. Like, I love reality TV. So
I would never have thought that of
Really?
you.
Am I too, like, calm and collected or something? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I love the chaos. I love watching
As in, you're
it.
such a cool babe that I'm almost like, I thought you'd be the type that would be like, oh, no.
Oh, no, I love it.
Really?
I love it. I love the mess. I love the
That's so
chaos.
interesting. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
But I wouldn't want to be involved. That's the problem. Like,
yeah. You're like, let me watch from a distance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So when I'm, like, I feel like I would be, like I was on Inside, the character that's kind of like, let's all be fine. Let's be friends. Can we talk about this? Can we communicate?
Yeah.
Like, that's my job. But I would love to be involved, you know what
You're
I mean?
the type of person, I feel like I'm like this, in that people will always say, like, you'd be great on reality TV. I'm like, I actually wouldn't be. Do you know why? I'm not drama.
Yes.
As in, I am exactly like you in the sense that if anything's kicking off, yes, as in I'll crack joke.
Of course,
yes,
of course,
but for the most part, I'll be like, guys, look at yourselves.
No, literally.
What's going on here? Let's all sit down, kumbaya,
Literally.
and hash this out. Like,
Literally.
what's happening?
Literally.
And you strike me as that person as well. So
But I
it's
feel like you need these people in reality TV anyway. So
You
we
do.
always need that one person. So if I can be that one person, I don't mind.
Yeah, you need someone to, like, rein in the chaotic babes.
Right,
But, like,
right.
you can still be chaotic at heart.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you're just going to keep everyone collected.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I feel like, again, I've always loved reality TV. I've always just loved anything to do with entertainment. I love producing. Like, I love all parts of it. Like, if I could split myself into 6 different people and be the producer, as well as the director, as well as the star, as well as... I would
Babe,
do it all.
I think this all the time. As in, I'm literally... My actual worst trait is ending up being a jack of all trades, master of none. It is. Because I'm like, I think I saw a quote about this recently. It was like, there is so much to do in life that you can try.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that some people are bored.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Honestly.
And it really hit me because I was like, this is how I feel.
Yeah.
I have been saying for the longest that I'm going to learn to DJ.
Oh my gosh.
I've got decks at mine that are just collecting dust.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And I'm like...
Wait, why haven't you started?
You know, right. Okay. Do you know what it is?
What?
You will get... I feel like you're an artist, babe, and you'll get this.
Okay.
I hate that early stage of being bad at something.
Right.
So I'm just, right now, I'm in that stage where it is so, I'm not having fun with it. It's not fun. It's not fun. The decks that are in front of me, I'm like, concentration base is like this to even mix one tune. Babe, after that, after I've mixed the one tune, I think, that was shit.
I think you need a bit of ADHD in your life. You need a bit of hyperfocus. You need a bit of that because what is going on?
No, but I think the ADHD is my problem.
Really?
Yeah, because what happens is I'll do it for a bit and then I'll go, I feel like a sandwich.
Same.
Then I'll go somewhere else. Then I'll be like, oh, God, what about this?
Yeah,
All of a sudden, I realise I've mixed one tune, I've done it really shit, and then I've not touched my decks for another 3 weeks.
Okay.
And then I'm like...
I hear it.
So I need to just discipline myself, basically.
Yeah. But also, I feel like if it's, even though you wanted to do it, if it's not really inspiring you, maybe leave it till later. Or get a teacher, like someone to actually just teach you.
I was thinking this.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe I get a DJ, I pay a DJ to just do like weekly sesh with me.
Yeah, that's what
And then I can actually feel like I'm learning because right now it feels like I'm just looking at the motherboard and being like...
Yeah. You'd be a lit DJ though. I I would love to watch you DJing.
Really?
I would like to see you being my DJ.
Okay,
yeah, like, I would
right,
love to
okay.
see
Do
that.
you know what? I feel like I needed this conversation.
Okay.
So I'm going to put that into the universe.
Good.
You saying, I want to say, because me and you keep having full circle moments.
I know.
So maybe we're going to have this chat again in 2 years and you're going to be like, look, I'm seeing you DJ.
Literally, I'll be there dancing away.
Okay, lit.
Dancing away. Do you know what I've started that's quite new?
Go on.
I'm a streamer babe now.
Are you?
Yeah, I've just become an affiliate today. Like, as in, I've just become an affiliate today.
I don't get it.
I didn't before I joined.
What is streaming?
So,
As in, no, genuine, babe, I actually don't know what streaming is.
so basically, you're sitting in front of your camera. Obviously, there's a whole setup and stuff.
Are you
yeah,
playing
cool.
games?
I'm not. But I did play Kahoot with my Nifnafs. Hey, shout out to the Nifnafs. I did play
Is that
Kahoot
what the
with
fans are called?
Yeah, they call
Nifnafs?
themselves Nifnafs. They call themselves Nifnafs.
Nifnafs is so cute.
Right.
I really like that. It
Right.
sounds like a little squishy toy of some kind.
Literally.
Like Nifnafs.
It's so comforting. They say that I give them that
cute.
vibe, so...
Yeah, that's really
Yes.
cute.
So yeah, you're with your setup. You can do whatever you like. I can't lie, I've been on for hours. 10 hours, 7 hours, 5 hours already. Like, I've just been smashing out hours because I love it. Like, talking to people that genuinely love you and want to help you. Like, they helped me set up my Twitch. I was on TikTok Live one day and they were like, no, you need to jump on Twitch. I literally jumped on and they told me everything I needed to do. I obviously did my own research as well.
Yeah,
my own homework, my own practice, but...
Oh my God, it's like a
genuinely,
full collective process.
Honestly, it's so cute. Like, you just sit there, talk, you react to videos, you can eat,
Is that what? Right.
You could do anything. You could play games, of course. Like,
I've
played
never
Kahoot.
understood it, so I'm so glad.
Yeah.
You know what? I thought, I can't be in this internet game and not know what streaming is. So I've not said anything. I've just been like...
Yeah.
You know when people are like, would you ever stream? I'm like, yeah, maybe.
You should.
Something
You
like at
would
one
be
point.
lit. Come on mine. Jump on my Twitch.
Shall I?
Yes.
I'll do that.
Yes,
I'll do that.
yes.
Now that I know what... Because I thought you need... Right, I'm screaming. Nife, you're going to die. I genuinely thought, that you had to be really good at Call of Duty or something.
I thought that too. That's our
That's
ignorance,
what I thought,
though.
because you just see people like that with a headset on, and they're going like, "Oh, James 123, thank you for sending me that toy." It's and I'm like, I can't do this. There's no way.
I still feel like maybe there's an element. I will probably have to start playing. Not have to, but I will probably want to start playing some games soon. Like,
do you think?
But not the Call of Duty type games, because there's so many other games. So basically, if your Prime is connected to your Twitch account, your Prime gives you bare games to play, and some of them are actually more catered to people like us.
Okay,
but they're just not popular because there's not enough female creators on the bloody app doing other things. But again, I don't know if it's just maybe the kind of app it is catered to gamers who are into like the Minecrafts and all of that stuff.
Okay, fine.
But I always say, I don't see why I can't start something new here. Like TikTok, I started something new on TikTok. We were doing Afrobeat challenges and no one was doing that before. So I don't see why I can't start something new on Twitch.
As in, I love this for you. Do you know what? And if there's one thing I will say, there is an audience for everything.
Yes.
Like, I have realised this recently, and we only know what we consume in our remit, right? Ooh. And sometimes I'm like, I meet people and I'm like, there is so many worlds out there that I know nothing about. Gamer world, for example, clearly got no idea. Yeah. That is a whole, like, stratosphere in itself. Some people, have you seen those men on TikTok that just sleep?
Oh, yeah. I've joined one of those lives.
No, you haven't.
No, I have. And I didn't even realise how long I was on there till I was like, I'm an hour in. I really shouldn't.
And then
be
you're
watching.
like, is this weird now?
Right.
Like, am I weird?
Is it? So, even on Twitch, people do that too,
and
apparently.
people watch people sleep.
And they'll chat away in the comment section together. They'll be like having their own conversations and stuff. It's crazy.
And I'm like, if that doesn't tell you that there is an audience for whatever you want to do,
literally,
there is one out there.
We're in such a great time in our lives where you can do anything. As long as you've got an internet and you've got a phone on you, or even like just a little camera or whatever it is that you've got, like you can really do anything. You just have to find your people, find your tribe.
It's that.
Literally.
Have you ever experienced any jealousy in this industry at all?
Yes.
I was interested to ask you about this just because coming from a dance world, I do think people... it's just a different vibe, isn't it? It's like when people really train at something for years and then they see somebody maybe gaining success on it in an internet sense. I can imagine that there are a lot of like a bit of an evil eye on a lot of things.
Yeah. The thing is, I try and Ray Charles it. Like, I think a lot of people probably think I'm so naive that I don't, because I will treat it like it's not there. I'll be like,
oh, really?
I pretend like I don't even...
Is it just like an energy, though?
It's an energy. And also, sometimes it's a comment. Like, people say stuff and they don't realise that they're leaking right now. Like, I call it leaking. When
you're leaking. It's seeping out of you.
It's seeping out of you. Like, you don't even realise that jealousy is literally spewing out. Like, so... Again, I think it's just a creator thing as well in general. Sometimes I think some creators, when they don't know what you do, they feel like you don't deserve to be somewhere. It's like, well, how did you get into the same space as I did?
Right.
If I don't know what you do. And it's kind of like, sis, chill, bro, chill.
There's room for everyone.
Room for everyone.
It's fine.
My mum always says, the sky is big enough for every bird to fly. So no bird has to fight another bird and say, hey, this is my sky.
Yeah.
No.
Look at all this room, bro.
Literally.
What are you fighting me for?
There's billions of people in this world.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, we're all good.
That's a really nice saying. I love that.
Right?
Your mum is... what does your mum think about all this?
She loves it. Obviously, she's not
just...
a fan of the swearing and stuff. Obviously, she's a Christian woman. She's
like, oh, God, she'd hate... Oh, no,
She doesn't judge. She doesn't judge. But she doesn't judge.
And I'm using the Lord's name in vain.
It's fine.
I'm sorry, Mama. But yeah, I remember the videos of you and your mum from like lockdown time, because you were teaching her all the dances and stuff, and I remember thinking this is the most wholesome thing ever, and she's just so cute.
She is so cute. Like, she's the most, I say she's a Christian and all that, but she's the most non-judgmental queen like ever. Like, I think that's where I get it from. Like, she don't care. Like, she loves everybody. She's not like one of those Bible bashers. So she's cool. But like, she's definitely always like, Nife, just do your thing. Like, don't hate on anyone. Like, you've got your thing. Yeah. Like, when I used to obviously see like some people doing better than me for a long time, and I was really working hard, and she's like, girl, your time is coming, it's fine. And that really helped me not feel any type of way. So I always find it weird when people feel a type of way about things. I'm like, girl, it's not that deep. Like,
me and my best mate were having a conversation about this literally the other night. We were saying that, like, I've noticed that all the friends that I have, the one thing that they have in common is none of them are jealous, but like in the slightest bit.
You have to have that.
Yeah, and I've realised that there is so, it's that classic thing of even like looking at a beautiful girl online, it's like you can appreciate someone's beauty without taking it away from yourself.
Yeah,
you can be like, you are beautiful, wow. This is nice, this is nice, this is amazing.
You are beautiful,
wow. You are beautiful, wow. It doesn't need to take any, like, your cup doesn't need to empty the more that you give these compliments out.
Honestly. And I think the more support you give, the more support you get. Like, I feel like we're not the best of friends, but we support each other so much. Like, we've known each other for so long. Like, it's always love when we see each other. And then I just feel like I feed off of this kind of energy way more because I give it as well. Like, I don't know.
I also just think it reaps rewards.
Yeah,
like,
it really does.
You would never know. Like, I always meet people, and the people who are getting far are always the ones that are just good people, like, at the core.
Yeah. I mean, it does confuse me that there are some people that get far and they're not.
Yes, I agree, but they're also very clever.
True.
I think they're good at making the right people think that they're good people.
True.
But I agree. Yeah.
No, for real.
What is next for you?
Honestly, I think just personality, like...
Really?
Yeah, because I am at a stage now where I feel like dance-wise, I love dance and it's always going to be there, but, like, it doesn't have to be my only thing.
No.
And I love, like, this kind of stuff. I love getting to know people. I love chatting away. I love building a community. I would love to be on stuff like Strictly and things like that. And unless I get my personality out there, how am I going to do that?
You would win Strictly, man. Are you joking? You can't go on Strictly as a dancer.
BBC, hello.
I was thinking this for ages, you know.
Really?
I was thinking, because I'm doing this now, but really, most people only know me as a clown babe.
Right.
Could I get away with going on Strictly?
You would.
And then just low-key winning it.
And be like, oh, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, and be like, no, I just crack jokes.
Literally.
Do you know what I mean?
See, I can't get away with that because everyone would expect the most from me.
No, because everyone would be like, are you joking? She's a dancer.
Oh my
she can't
God.
be on it.
No, I'm Afrobeats, remember. Afrobeats, please, I beg.
That's true. Would you do anything like that?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, like I've been on their case for a while, so they need to hit me up.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I've been trying. Like, I really, for some reason, I think it's just that little inner child in me has always loved that show.
Bro, it's just nostalgic.
Yeah,
It is.
honestly, that or Dancing on Ice, like happily I would do. Again, I want to explore behind the scenes, producing and all of that kind of stuff. Because I love reality, right? But I'm not the chaotic queen. But I don't mind making other people the chaotic queens.
You like to coax other people into their chaotic era.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that kind of stuff. And again, putting dance on the map is always going to be there. Like I think that's just my second nature. Like tutorials and things like that. Like I've got a series loading where I just want to teach everyone the moves they've been struggling with again. Redo what I used to do back in the day.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I need to watch some new vids, some tutorial vids, because I'm not gonna lie. Footwork, as in particularly like Afrobeats footwork.
Yeah.
It really pisses me off because I look at it and I know exactly what it's meant to look like.
Right. But you kind of do your little thing when I've seen you do it.
Yeah, as in like it's okay.
Right.
It needs some heavy polishing.
Sis, you've moved on to Amapiano now, so you have to get.
See that Amapiano I can get. Amapiano is my thing at the minute.
Is it?
Oh my
Is
days.
it? So
I went to a full Amapiano rave at Printworks, babe. I was living.
I love that.
Uncle Waffles, all of it. Yeah,
I love that.
I fucking love it.
I love that.
It's my favourite.
For those of you who don't know Amapiano, she's the most. Is that even a good example to say? But think Tyler and then do more research.
Okay, yeah.
Tyler's very much like very soft, very commercial.
She's like pop. I would say like pop Amapiano, really.
Pop Amapiano,
but
it's
got like an undertone
just
of the vibe.
Undertone,
yeah,
just a little.
Did you see the way I did the thing that's just down here?
But like all her like Bacardi, that twerk that everyone thinks it is, that's all Amapiano movement.
That people are calling it the twerk.
I know, bless. I know. So you know it.
Listen, me. I don't know at all.
Literally.
5, 6, 7.
I love that.
No, I feel like we need to go dancing together.
We do.
We actually do.
We actually do.
Or maybe we should go to an Amapiano event.
Yeah, let's do that.
Should we do that?
Let's do that.
Okay.
We should even do some videos. I don't know what we
I don't know what we're doing. We're messing about and we're wasting time.
Everyone needs to see Ash's moves. I don't think people have seen you dance enough.
That's true. Do you know what it is? I don't know why. I started to get a bit like, I'm just such a perfectionist with stuff like that, that I realised that when I was trying to do dancey stuff on TikTok, I'd put it up and then I'd be like, it's not good, take it down.
Really?
Yeah, which is so funny because I don't normally care about stuff to that extent.
And when you're doing your personality vids and you're like talking away at your phone...
See, I don't care about that.
Right.
Because I'm like, no one can critique silliness.
You know what? You need to teach me how to be more silly. I think I'm too serious.
Really?
I think I'm too serious. Do you think I'm too serious?
I don't feel too serious from you. But then I feel like we just bounce off each other really nicely. I don't feel like you're too serious at all.
I'm trying to be funny.
Okay, and I'm trying to get my Afrobeat feet down. So let's hang out, babe.
Literally.
Okay, I feel like that's a beautiful way to round off.
Yeah, it is.
Guys, thank you so much. My girl has been with me today and it's been so gorgeous. Make sure you stay tuned to everything that she's got coming up. If you want to learn that good footwork, you know where to go. Like, comment, subscribe if you're watching. Please leave me 5 stars if you're listening. Mwah. I think where are we at now? 30, almost 31k subscribers, which is so... Do you know what? For big YouTube, I'm very, very happy with that. But you need to... You know the score. Isn't it?
Girl, go ahead.
Tell your nan, tell your granddad, tell your uncle, tell your dog, tell everyone, tell your postman about this. I love you all. Mwah.